Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the Go Racing 150 here at Richmond Raceway. It's going to be 150 laps of Xfinity battling as we get the field settled out here. So far, John Pill, the only driver, setting a lap 22.77. He is currently first as we see some other drivers starting to set some laps. Gary Dzorsky, 22.75. He's going to sit in that second spot as the drivers just rag him up. It looks like Logan Joyner currently out on track in that 34 machine. We'll see if he is going to be able to get anything out of that race car. As you see that 7 of John Pill pulling down pit road. Looks like Logan Joyner might have gotten a little bit of into issue on lap 1. He's going to set lap number 2, 22.515. That's going to set him in that second spot between John and Gary currently at the moment, but it is Blanchard about to set his first lap as that 19 machine is rolling through turns number 1 and 2 here at Richmond. And last night, we saw a very excellent race. Doug Neal in a sweeping fashion from 29th position all the way to the win in the truck series. And we saw CJ Mason early. We saw some early contact between him and Michael York out of 4. Into the pack that's qualified so far out of the 4 drivers. Looks like Jeremiah Hobbs getting ready, Chris, to go out as well. But drivers were really struggling to find that late race pace. We saw some strategy between some drivers, some 2-tire strategies that seemed to work out for Taylor Peacock, and excited to see what these boys here in the Xfinity races got for us tonight. Jeremiah took in a lot of information last night, said he's been putting a lot of time in on this track. He's very confident coming in tonight with that Napa Auto Parts number 10 Chevy. We'll see where he's able to set himself after this first lap. Still got one more, though, after this to try to better himself.
Yeah, you see that 10 machine doing a really good job setting himself out into that 5th place spot right now. Currently sitting on the tail end of that, but that doesn't matter. He's going around into turn 2 right now. You see him going down the back stretch. Let's see if that 10 machine can set a better lap here.
And Jeremiah, we'll see if that Napa Auto Parts has got the fix for that line 22.616. That is going to bump him up currently in a 3rd, but we still got a handful of drivers and some big names left. Ronnie Shirk, Matthew Moniak, Brandon Zimmerman, Tyler Johnson, Christopher Darling, Brad Gebhardt, Brett Nilsson, Michael Brizin, Nate Maurer, last week's race winner, Jason Collins, Bryce Hunter, and Christopher Pendle, all left to qualify. We got a little bit of a smaller field here tonight at Richmond. Heard some drivers not able to make it. Not sure, the full details on all that, but we still will have a great race. Nevertheless, it's going to be awesome as we're going to have about 6 minutes left of qualifying here before we hit the green flag, hit the grid and get ready to go green.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull the race info back up on the screen here. We've got we got 84-degree temperature here tonight, so a little warmer than it was last night at the start of the race. You've got 59% humidity. It's a little cloudy out there, as you see, with an 11-mile-per-hour wind, so a little faster than it was last night. I want to say it was only around 6 miles an hour, so it's a little faster than it was last night. But on this short track, like we said last night, the wind shouldn't really cause too much of a factor here. You see the track temperature sitting at 85 degrees, so a little warmer, like I said, a little warmer than it was last night. I want to say when we went green last night, the track temperature was about 76 degrees. So it's about a 10 degrees difference right now from the start of the truck race last night compared to the start of the Xfinity races. Right now, we see Christopher Pendle out on the track, currently set himself up into that 3rd position. Go ahead and get that track info.
Contact on the second lap.
As you see him coming off the wall there, getting into the wall. Just want to go ahead and also shout out to the Facebook and YouTube chat. Good to have y'all here with us tonight. I have been noticing a little bit of internet issues going on in the stream, so I do apologize about that. I'm gonna have my IT guys come out from the cable company, whatever, gonna have them come out here, look at the internet, so we'll get it situated here hopefully within the next week. But right now, Brett Nilsson in that 8 machine can pull out on the track into that 7th position. Go ahead and set that lap. As you saw that car. Christopher Pendle wrecked out. Going to go ahead and pull it into the pits. That lap's probably not good any longer. So that 8 machine coming around for that second lap, going to pull himself. Doesn't look like he's going to move anywhere. So a little bit worse lap from that. We've also got Tyler Johnson in that 5 machine. As we go to him, spinning through the corner, going to set himself into that 6th spot. So Tyler Johnson moved up into the 6th spot, but spinning on that second lap. So that lap's going to go ahead and not count. Looks like we got Michael Brizin out on the track, that 71 machine. 71 Ford Mustang going around, setting that lap down right now. We'll see what he does in that LNS Custom Ford Mustang. Whoa, Nate Maurer setting himself up into that first place position. You see the 71 getting loose there a little bit. Go on board here with that non-71. He was, I want to say, last week's race winner.
He was.
I don't have the stats pulled up in front of me. So that non-71 looking to make a charge. Here as you see him spinning it down into the grass. Go ahead and already set that lap time. So probably just said, you know what, I'm having a little bit of fun. See that 71 machine. Doesn't look like he's going to better himself on that lap. Going to currently set himself in that 8th position. So that's where that 8 machine of Michael Brizin currently sitting on the track. Brad Gebhardt pulling out onto the track. Luckily, he had a couple of guys listening out for him in the chat. They were going through the driver meeting, and he almost didn't get the chance to qualify because we didn't hear Jason call his name out. So he just said going once, going twice, and then got down to the end, and he's like, "Wait, you didn't call my name?" He's like, "We missed you." He's like, "Well, we didn't hear you." So that 44 getting out there, getting a little loose coming out of turn 2. That's going to slow up that 44 Brad Gebhardt. We'll see if that J&J Toyota can get it pulled out from underneath him. Doesn't look like. Looks like he's going to set him.
Currently. Looks like Jason Collins is out, Chris. Might be going out on the track now. He is setting his first lap here. Will be on board for his second lap. 22.879, so kind of a slower lap from Jason. We know he's got the short track speed. Probably setting himself up here for lap number 2. Jason, one of those guys in the Truck Series last season, his Ronnie Shirt's going to put himself up in the 5th with a 22.57 as you ride into turn 3 right here. Jason, one of those guys in the Truck Series last season, very, very dominant on the shorter tracks. We'll see if he's able to better himself here on lap 2, that ButtKicker 3. Loose out of turn number 4. He's going to set himself up in the 4th, though, 22.516. That looks a little bit more like Jason Collins. As Ronnie Shirk looks like he's just going to shut it down. He's going to take that. Oh, he's going to do a burnout for us. And then he's going to shut it down.
Yeah, so right now, currently sitting on the track, we've got no drivers out for qualifying, so we might have hit that wall. We do know a couple of drivers coming up from the Truck Series, doing a little bit of what we call field filling. A lot of the drivers, like Josh said earlier, had a lot of drivers not able to make it out here tonight. So I had a couple of drivers that weren't able to get out on the track and qualify, but it looks like Matthew Moniak's going to go ahead and put himself into pit lane. He's got 58 seconds left, so if he's got a lap time, he's going to have to do it now. Might just go out and get a little bit of track practice, that 24. Looks like Jason Collins still out, probably doing the same thing. As he currently set himself in that 4th position. Looks like he might be trying out that top lane, see how that top lane feels going into turns 3 and 4. But like we said, just probably out there getting a little bit of practice. You see that 24, Matthew Moniak is going to go ahead and pull it down the backstretch. Only got 30 seconds left, so might as well just go ahead and pull it down pit lane.
20 seconds to go before these drivers are going to be getting gridded up. Do have a little bit of a small field tonight, but like we said, we've seen the small fields in Bluegrass before. It's not like it's the first time it's happened, but like we said, a lot of drivers just unable to make it tonight, and personal life does come first sometimes, and we understand. But hey, you're guaranteed to still see a great race. These boys put it on small field, big field. It doesn't matter who it is. They're going to be out there running their hearts out. We've got 18 cars still on the track, so pretty decent size field out there tonight. As the iRacing pace car going to hit the field first, you're going to see these cars start to just slowly pop in. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. So, we'll see these drivers get gridded up, and we're bound to see a great race tonight here as Nate Maurer. Man, that 971 really building off that momentum. As we're going to go ahead and get through your qualifying grid here. It's going to be that 971 trying to make it 2 in a row here. Picked up the first win of the season for himself last week. He's trying to get that 971 Sim Box machine back into victory lane here tonight. But outside lane, it's going to be that Natalie's Orange Juice Company. Number 7 of John Pill. He's got something to say. He wants to pick up win number 1 as well this season. Then it's going to be Logan Joyner, that number 34 machine, who's been running good. all season, just still hasn't been able to capitalize on that victory lane yet. He is trying to get that Budweiser Jim Beam Bourbon, number 34, Kellogg's throwback to Terry Labonte into victory lane. As it's going to be that number 4, Jason Collins, who currently hasn't gridded up yet, but you saw that race car a moment ago qualifying. He will be sitting outside of Logan Joyner, lining up P4 here tonight. That 94 of Christopher Pindell, the Autism Speaks, number 94 Ford Mustang. He is going to be lining up P5 with last season Truck Series champion Ronnie Shirk, opening win at the at Daytona as well. Correct? I think I might be wrong on that. I think I'm correct though. As Ronnie Shirk going to be pit sitting 6th, and Jeremiah Hobbs, one of the guys that sits up in the booth with us, he's going to be driving that number 10 Napa Auto Parts Great Clips Chevy Camaro. He's going to be lining up P10 or P7, excuse me, in number 10. Brad Gebhardt going to be lining up P8 here tonight with Gary Jaworski, one of his better qualifying runs of the season. He's going to be starting P9. Tyler Johnson going to be starting in that P10 spot. Get through the rest of your field here. Michael Brisen in P11. Christopher Blanchard going to be starting P12 with Brett Nilsson in that 8 machine starting P13. Go to his outside. It's going to be that 6 machine, a very nice looking livery as well. It's going to be Brandon Zimmerman. Then we're going to get back here through the field. Christopher Darling sitting in 15th with Matthew Moniak in 16th. Bryce Hunter in 17th, and opening Truck Series winner at Daytona, Ron Morris Jr. going to round out your field, making his second Xfinity start this season.
Yeah, as we're getting off to we're getting the pace car going down the backstretch right now. We're about to get off to that green flag. We're going to be pulling that those race cars up here to the ButtKicker restart zone. We're going to get it ready to go here. As you're going to see that pace car take that left-hand turn. Actually, I want to say they extend it one more time. I do forget about that. They extend the lap one more time. So next time around, we're going to go ahead and get everybody tucked up to the pace car, and then we're going to hit that ButtKicker starting zone and get this race going.
For a second, I thought they were going to go, man. I didn't see where it said they extended the caution period right there, so...
Yeah, again, just want to go ahead and give everybody a shout out in the Facebook and YouTube. Just want to say welcome y'all here tonight. Looks like we're having a little bit of internet issues here. You know, just like I said, bear with us, guys. We'll have a replay up after it if the stream does go a little crazy. But just letting you know, we appreciate you guys being here.
That pace car is off. We're going to get pulled up to the ButtKicker restart zone here. Green flag is out. Nate Maurer, that 7 of John Pill, Logan Joyner, good restart on that inside lane. What we saw in the Truck Series last night, that inside seems to get the rolling going quicker. As you see that 971 already dabbing it in hard. Little gap between him and that 34 machine of Logan Joyner. You see that 7 of John Pill now fighting back on the outside lane. Whoa. Joyner going to go ahead and pull himself up in front, but Jason Collins to the inside of that 94. As you're going to see Pindell get up to that outside lane, he's going to roll it to that quarter panel for a second of that 7 of John Pill. Maybe just peeking, not really rolling it up there, but we're going to get single filed out here in the front. And see that 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs already making up a couple spots. One spot, that is, currently sitting at 6, but you see Michael Brisen, big trouble early on that 71 Ford is, whoa, Pindell, big loose as we come back down the back straightaway. He's going to go to the inside of Jason Collins here. You see that 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs hovering around back there. Right now, Nate Maurer out in the front. It's going to be a 2-wide battle here for this 5th position as you see Jason Collins up in front. Getting a good drive into turn 3. He's going to clear big time that 94 Pindell. He's just going to slide it down to that low lane. Jeremiah Hobbs peeking that outside lane a little bit. Looks like he's going to peek to the inside lane here going into turn 3 and 4, but it looks like he is not going to have that door. It is going to be shut. As you see that 3 of Collins now trying to work his way back up through the field. He lost the position on that initial start into 5th. Now he's back up into his initial original starting spot up 4th, trying to work his way back up here through the field.
Yeah, you see that 94 of Christopher Pindell trying to hang on to the back bumper there of Jason Collins. You got the 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs. He's already moved himself up 1 position so far. So our booth buddy here moving his way up through the field here early on. You got Ronnie Shirk sitting behind him in that 51 machine. Like Josh said, last season's Truck Series champion. So Ronnie Shirk looking to, as we say, get on the lurk, get his way up to that front position. Brad Gebhardt currently sitting in that 8th spot, just sitting where he qualified at. He's got that 11 machine of Christopher Darling, who's up 6 positions already. So that 11 machine doing a good job moving his way up through the field here early on, up 6 positions already. Tyler Johnson kind of falling back a little bit from that group. You see Gary Jaworski also falling back just a tad bit. So he's dropped back 2 positions. Brandon Zimmerman, though, in that 6 machine, pulling up 2 positions behind him. So got a couple of drivers that are moving through the field here early. As we go back up here, we see John Pill getting taken on the inside by Jason Collins.
Or John Pill, Jake, and Jason Collins to the outside. One of the two. Big drive in from the 3, right up to the back bumper of Logan Joyner. He is for sure now clear of that 7 of John Pill. He's going to slide up easily in front of that 3, or excuse me, that 7. That 3, man, he's got something. That was a demon break right there.
Yeah, that 3 machine, he's doing a really good job moving his way up through the field. Like you were saying, last season, he was in the top 4 for the Truck Series Championship. So, he's one of those drivers we know that he's going to get up here and he's going to start mixing it up with the boys in the front. So, hey, even though he's the season or the series owner and he runs all the stuff in the background, doesn't mean that he can't drive a car. You see the 94 getting a little loose moving up the track here.
Jeremiah apologized. He sent him a little bit up the track right there. Just got in hard right there. Oh, 10 into the wall right here, getting into 1. That's going to allow Ronnie Shirt to start opening that gap now. Or excuse me, closing that gap, getting closer up to that 10. See if we'll be able to work on this 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs here soon. We know that rims 151 of Ronnie Shirt usually wicked fast these past couple weeks. We'll see how he's able to contend here tonight at Richmond. It's a very different track. We know a very big driver track. You see that 11 now of Darling. He's going to peek his way to the inside. As that Tasmanian Devil on the side, he's looking to get rowdy up there and mix it with that 51 machine, and he is. Those 2 Chevy Camaros going to battle it door to door down the back straightaway. And into 3, it looks like that Darling machine of that 11 going to clear 51 of Ronnie Shirt.
Yeah, it had the cameras all mixed up there, so sorry about that on that pass where Christopher Darling making them pass for that 7th position. Looks like everybody's kind of single filed out now, moving through the field. You see it's kind of just a single file racing line right now. You see the 34 of Logan Joyner running that middle lane coming out of 3. It's not going to be as quick coming out of that corner like that. But we're going to go ahead and go to the Facebook and the YouTube chat real quick. Just go ahead and shout out everybody that's here with us tonight. I see Jeremiah Hobbs shouting out in the chat before the race started, giving the rock on sign, man. Hope you're doing good out there. Bobby Hall Jr., good to have you here tonight, man. He said good luck all. Chris LaBourgeois, good luck to y'all. Let's go racing. Good to have you here, Chris. Jenny Johnson, Kick Butt Tyler Johnson, good to have you here on the Facebook chat. And then Denise Shirk saying go Shirk. So we got a couple of people out on the Facebook chat. Also in the YouTube chat, I see Tweety Racing saying let's go John Pill and Scott Fritz. Well, I don't think Scott Fritz is in here, is he? No, Scott Fritz isn't in here. So don't know what you're talking about there, Twitty. But also Gary Jazorski in the YouTube chat, but he's out there racing. And Josh Clemens in the YouTube chat as well. Shout out to the Q Squared broadcast booth. Thank you for bringing the action to us. Good luck, dudes. Hey, man, appreciate you being out there in that YouTube chat. Josh Clemens, good to have you here watching, man. Yeah, we're having a little bit of internet issues, but hey, things are still going. We're still out here having a lot of fun.
Like Jeremiah Hobbs giving the 11 of Christopher Darling the position into 1, I just heard. And he is. So Christopher Darling, man, picking his way through traffic.
Yeah, you see that 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs looks like he might have a little bit of an issue here. You see that 94 getting all over that back bumper. So Jeremiah Hobbs might be having a little bit of tire wear going into lap 16. So look out for that 94 machine. It looks like he's got in there really hard. That 10 machine having to slow it up really fast.
Starting to see some of these guys that maybe didn't have that early run speed here so far. We saw those tires get burned up real quick at a track like Richmond, and you're seeing it now. That 11 machine of Christopher Darling, man, up 10 positions, started in 15th. I'm excited to see what this 11 of Darling's got for these boys. He's passed a lot of cars here, got his way through traffic, now currently sitting in 5th and 15th. That's hard to pass 15 cars here at Darlington in a matter of 17 laps. So if you do the math, theoretically, he's almost passed a car a lap. That's pretty much, that's insane.
Yeah, that 11 machine doing a really good job out here on the track tonight. It's one of the new drivers that we haven't really got a lot, to talk about a lot coming into this Xfinity season. So that's one of the things that I love about this Xfinity season. We get to have a lot of drivers out here on the track that we normally don't get to see drive. So it's a lot of fun out here. It looks like Nate Maurer might be starting to slowly pull that gap away on Logan Joyner. Yeah, he's got it out to about a 6/10 of a gap right now. When I look down, it was about 4/10. He's got it down to about a 6/10 gap now. As I say that, he's getting really charged on coming out of turn 2. So that 34 machine not letting Nate Maurer get away, but look at that. Jason Collins starting to poke his head up into the picture.
Drive this 3, or look how far this 3 machine drives it into the corner. You see Joyner on the brakes there, and Collins really drives it into the corner. And that's why he washes up just a little bit. As they wash up out of the corner just a little bit, you see that 7 to John Pill almost making a little bit of contact on the wall in that 4th spot. But that 3 ButtKicker machine of Jason Collins, man, he's finding that good drive in. It's just really not able to find the exit out of the corner. Could be from that that drive in. He's getting so aggressively. It's not setting him up well for the corner. But Collins, he'll find the way around it. He's going to get some pace here soon. I'm expecting a 34-3 battle here soon for that 2nd place position.
Yeah, his stage break won't be until lap 60, so we might have a well, I say might. We will have a pit stop here coming before the stage break. So it's just going to be a matter of time and how these drivers play it out. As you see, Nate Maurer starting to get a really big gap between him and that 34 Logan Joyner. So Nate Maurer starting to find some kind of rhythm here at lap 22. That 34 Logan Joyner starting to fall off a little bit.
Joyner starting to lose a little bit of time to that Maurer machine. As now it's going to be interesting to see if Collins is going to try to get on the loud pedal just a little bit, try to work his way up to that 34 machine. But the 3 right now just kind of doing the best job he can to hang on. You see a little bit of sideways out of the corner as now that Darling machine rolled up on Phil.
Yeah, you see that 11 machine, like we said, he's on a charge right now. So you see Christopher Darling doing a good job. He's on the inside quarter. He is clear of that 7 machine. So that 11 doing a good job charging up through the field here.
And Darling making this all 11 night right now. He's going to be the guy to talk about as we roll forward through this race. I mean, so far past 11 cars in 24 laps. I mean, that's almost half the field and half the race, or excuse me, not half the race, but you know what I mean. It's good, man. He's doing a good job. I'm excited to see what this 11 machine of Christopher Darling's got for these boys as we roll a little bit later in this race. We're about 25 laps in out of 150. We're coming to this 26th lap this time. Logan Joyner, that Budweiser machine, still just a little bit of a gap now to Collins, 3/10 the actual gap. As you see, Collins still driving it in big. Middle lane, that should set him up for a decent exit here. But yeah, he's got a little bit more momentum down the back straightaway now. That gap slowly starting to shrink in. It looks like Collins starting to find something here at about lap 26, coming to 27.
Yeah, riding on board here in the Kinder Performance onboard cam with Jason Collins. You see that 34 getting up into the wall just a little bit. So that 34 machine looks like he might be having a little bit of issues going into this this part of the run. So you're looking for that 3 machine to start making a move. Whoa! As you see, the 34 having to get really checked up there. Hey, we got Jeremy Little in the Facebook chat. Go get him, John Pill and Matt Moniak. Good to have you here, Jeremy Little. It's sad to not see you racing, man. Kind of miss talking about all the wrecks you get involved in. Yeah, Jason Collins making a move on the inside of Logan Joyner. You can see him go ahead and make the pass going out of turn 4. So Jason Collins is doing a really good job making a move there going into turn 4.
He just drove it right under the 34. Thought we were going to see almost the CJ Mason, Michael York style move right there. Maybe a little bit of contact between those drivers, but they both gave each other enough space. We'll go back to it right here as you see that 3 just get a good drive out of turn number 2. Really close up to that 34 down the back straightaway. Peek to the inside, and that demon braking that we call it. He's just going to get right to that quarter panel side by side, and he's going to clear him right there. Good drive out of the corner by Jason Collins in a textbook pass.
Yeah, and you see the separation
Joyner
there.
pitting.
Yeah, you see the separation there from Jason Collins now. You hear Logan Joyner coming down pit lane, getting a little loose, coming down the pit lane. That pit lane will sneak up on you, so you got to be really quick getting in there, and you can get a speeding penalty really easily on it. So this is one of those tracks that it looks like everybody's going to have to be on their A game when they're coming down pit lane. But you see Jason Collins, he's got about a second gap between him and that 971, so he's got a little bit of room to make up. But like we said, now that Logan
Hey,
Joyner's pulled that trigger on the pit stops. I wonder how many he's going to take that jump to.
saying it was about a second and 3/10 almost. Now under a second. Jason Collins is on the move, Chris.
Yeah, he was kind of getting held up behind that 34 machine. You know, you saw him having to really get on the brakes, really get it slowed up. So that 34 machine might have wore his equipment out just a little early. That allowed that 3 machine to get past him. And now you see Jason Collins is now 0.9 of a second away from that 971 machine. So Jason Collins looks like he's got a good run on him underneath him. But we can't not talk about that 11 machine of Christopher Darling. Christopher Darling doing a good job moving his way up 11 positions so far. So right now, sitting where he's at, he's in 3rd place. He's doing a really good job.
Brandon Zimmerman going to come down pit road. He's made up 5 spots currently in 9th. Bryce Hunter made 10 spots up so far. He's in 7th in that 9 machine, looking good. But Chris, when that 34 Logan Joyner came down, I think I heard him say that he has front nose damage. I don't see anything. Oh, rear damage. I think that's what I heard. I think the 11 of Darling said he didn't hear the 34 of Joyner call out his pits. Maybe that's why we saw him get loose, Chris, because that 34 looks like he just took a light pull to that back bumper. Darling down pit road, 971. Jeremiah Hobbs going to be pitting this time as well. Gary Jaworski going to be coming down pit road. Jason Collins going to get the lead right here as he's going to scoot on by. See that 76? That's Ron Morris Jr. going a lap down. That is the Truck Series debut winner at Daytona. Just getting some experience out here. Good to see the Truck Series guys, you know. Like Chris called them, the field fillers. But, hey, we love all of our drivers out there, and it's good to see that Ron Morris Jr. driver getting as much experience. And, you know, maybe not the opportunity that he wanted it under, but, hey, it's one of those drives that you're offered. You know, not a lot of these guys from the Truck Series get the opportunity to run the Xfinity cars, and when they're offered that hand, you got to take that as a, hey, these guys are looking at me and saying, hey, maybe I got what it takes. So that's what I like to see, especially with, you know, a lot of these new guys coming in. It's good to see the field just getting bigger and bigger each week with new names.
Yeah, you see that damage on that 34 machine, really a lot of damage. So big hit there from that. If Christopher Darling said that he was the one that contacted it, then it was a big hit from that 11 machine.
I could be wrong on that, but that would have been the driver closest to him at that point. So Jason Collins coming down pit road this time.
Ooh, cutting it close there. So the 94
that should put the 94 of Pindell out in the lead. I think 94 just called that he said the 34 to go low. My bad.
Yeah, so the 94 Christopher Pindell going to assume the lead here at lap 39 of 150. So that 94 machine is currently him and Tyler Johnson, Ronnie Shirk, Christopher Blanchard, Matthew Moniak, and Ron Morris Jr. all have not come down pit lane yet. So you're going to be looking for those drivers to be going ahead and making that left-hand turn. As we saw Tyler Johnson just a couple of seconds ago getting up into that wall coming out of turn 4. We do know that you can get really loose coming up out of these corners. And these low downforce, high horsepower cars, you can get up into that wall really easily.
Now coming down pit road this time, Darling just now passing the 11, but the 971 man, he's got a 2-second gap. Now, still about a 2-second gap to Logan Joyner. So when that lead surrendered, it's going to be getting their laps back.
94 just hit
the barrels.
Whoa, Jason Collins coming down pit lane again. Whoa, what just happened there?
Jason get a speeding penalty?
Okay, I was making sure he didn't get loose coming out of pit lane yet. Looks like maybe he had a speeding penalty. He's currently coming down pit lane right now. So Tyler Johnson
Just watch him. Does he stop and go, or is he getting tires?
Does look like it is a stop and go, so he might have got a speeding penalty coming down pit lane. So right now at lap 42, Tyler Johnson is currently your leader, but he has not come down pit lane yet. So that 5 machine will be coming down pit lane before too long. You see the 7 of John Pill pulling on the inside. He is currently a lap down, but as he gets around him, that's going to put him back on the lead lap. So that 7 machine currently getting his lap back. He's got that 5 machine still on his outside, but it looks like he's going to make that pass. 5 going to go ahead and let him get around. Ronnie Shirk still hasn't come down pit lane either, so he's currently sitting in 2nd place. But he's just going to ride it out a little longer. We know these drivers do have they all have their own strategies. They choose when they come down pit lane. So maybe a little bit of a different strategy worked up. You see the 44 Brad Gebhardt making a move on the outside there of that 19 of Christopher Blanchard. Inside, excuse me. He's got fresher tires, so he is making a tear through the field right now. You also have the 9 of Bryce Hunter behind him as well. So those drivers going to get around the 51 here of Ronnie Shirk. Ronnie Shirk going to ride that outside lane. We're going to go back on board here with that 5 machine of Tyler Johnson. Still got a really good gap between him and Ronnie Shirk, at about an 8-second gap. So I'm curious to know if these guys are trying to stretch it out to the stage break.
Sure, what they're trying to do, maybe that could be the only thing I can think of they're possibly trying to do, but that 5 machine of Tyler Johnson still going to stay out in the lead, but Jason Collins at the tail end of the field now, currently sitting 18th. He is going to have to claw his way back if he wants to make anything out of tonight, but unfortunately, I think Collins did get a speeding penalty when he came down pit road.
Yeah, Jason Collins just did set the fastest lap of the race, though, at a 22.74. So Jason Collins still out there saying, "Hey guys, I might be in the back right now, but I'm still fast." So if we have a couple of cautions here, I see Jason Collins coming back up to the field. But the way these guys have been racing the last couple of weeks, I don't see any cautions coming out, minus the stage break. Oh, you see the 19 of Christopher Blanchard almost getting into the wall there. Those tires are probably starting to come up and rear their ugly heads. We do know those tires, once they start wearing out, especially on a track like Richmond. Whew, almost said Darlington, Josh. We got Darlington on the brain.
The Maurer now passing that 24 machine of Pontiac. As he's got Joyner now behind him, so he's gotten past Joyner. He was on those 5-lap pressure tires, so it looks like it did work for that 971 machine with his strategy. As I want to say, I just heard, yep, Ron Morris Jr. called out that he did come down pit road.
Yeah, so the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. down pit lane. As I want to say, I don't know what's actually going on. I want to say maybe the Facebook stream went down. I'm going to be checking into it here in 1 second, so just bear with me 1 second, guys. The 5 machine making a dive down into pit lane.
Still have the YouTube stream up, so we're going to keep going like nothing's happened while Chris works on that in the background. But that 5 machine down pit road finally going to surrender that lead. It looks like Ronnie Shirk, Blanchard going to stay out, so they're going to assume that first and second position here. But you got to think, man, Nate Maurer right behind both of those drivers now, Chris. Actually just past Blanchard. He's now going to be fighting for that first position here in just a second.
All right, you see the 51 of Ronnie Shirk still making a move out there. I don't actually know if we're still on Facebook. Like I said, I'm looking into it right now, but it says that my Facebook account has been blocked, so locked. So I'm trying to figure that. Whoa, the 971 getting locked up there. The 51 getting into Ronnie Shirk. Whoa, had a big check up there from that Ronnie Shirk machine.
Banned off Facebook in the middle of the stream?
No, it locked my account and said that it had it had suspicious activity on it.
Man, you got the freaking Nigerian prince trying to get money out of your bank account now. So unfortunate for Chris, he actually had suspicious activity on his Facebook account. So that's why the Facebook stream might be down. We do apologize about that. He's going to try to get it back up as fast as possible. We're still live here on the YouTube as the 19 up Blanchard going to come down pit road, surrender that 5th spot. The 2 drivers going to be left that have not pitted, Ronnie Shirk, Matthew Pontiac, but it's going to be Nate Maurer out in the lead. Christopher Darling, Chris, one of those drivers we've been talking about, now currently sitting in second right behind that Maurer machine. He's got Logan Joyner right on the rear bumper of him. Joyner doing a great job on those 5-lap older rubbers to really run up here with these lead packets. It's the 11 of Darling now, driving it a little bit to that outside lane, just peeking as the 971 going to round her back up out of turn 4, and he's going to roll cab lap number 56. So it's a good job right here so far by this 971 and Nate Maurer. He seems very calm, very collected, under control of the race car. A little bit of contact there with Ronnie Shirk. He did instantly come over the radio before they even got done making contact, apologizing. So definitely seemed like he just maybe made an over-ambitious move on the fresh tires. Made the contact with the guy on the older tires, but that does happen sometimes when you're on those old tires. You just get ran over like a freight train, and it does happen. But unfortunate for Ronnie Shirk. Fortunate for that 971, but it doesn't look like they have really any damage on either of their race cars, as the 971 looks pretty clean. As we'll see him wheel it off into 4 here at lap 57, coming to 58. Christopher Darling now really starting to put the pressure on that 971, and you got to imagine that 971, maybe not necessarily mirror driving like we want to say he is, but you got to feel that pressure, almost like a quarterback. When he's about to get sacked, he just feels that hit coming. That 971's almost got to feel that pressure.
Yeah, so the Facebook stream is actually down. Don't know what happened there. I'm currently working on getting it back up for you guys, but just letting you know, we are still live on the YouTube channel, so we are still here on YouTube, still getting it going, so just letting everybody know. Trying to get it back up on the Facebook, though. We'll have it done here in just a second.
As still, it looks like it's going to be a two-car tandem as pit road is closed. We should be coming to the white flag here in just a moment for the stage, as Nate Maurer still going to be out in the lead of that Darling machine. See him wheel it off into turns 1 and 2, and man, these drivers both doing an excellent job keeping the pace of each other. It is very, very, very difficult sometimes to follow a car around a short track like Richmond, keeping in that same pace, and sometimes having to extend your driver skill to stay in with that pace of the driver in front of you. It can be one of those tracks that's very driver heavy. As you see the 971 getting now a lead, and he is going to pick up the stage. Actually, that was the stage break. Sorry, none of race control called out that it was the white flag. I thought we were going one more time to apologize about that. So that is your stage break. Nate Maurer is your stage winner. Me and Brian Terry awkwardly said that at the same time. As that 971 is going to pick up the Twisted Tea Designs stage win, an extra $10 bonus to that 971. He can use it how he likes it. He can go buy him some cute makeup. He can buy him some McDonald's Happy Meals, or he can just use it for his next race. We don't know what Nate does. He doesn't tell us what he does in his spare time. He's kind of an awkward man. Nah, I'm just kidding. We love Nate. I just wanted to be a jokester right there. That 51, though, out of gas. Ronnie Shirk going to have to get an EOL. Go to the back of the line. It looks like Matthew Moniak as well. So those guys that decided to stay out, Chris, it did not come out to work. That 971, big drive in. Oh, 34, Lucas Joyner, Tokyo drifting into pit lane. He's going to gather it back up. But you're going to see those boys come down pit road. It looks like we... Oh, did I say Lucas Joyner? My bad.
Yes, it looks like we're back up on the Facebook stream. I do apologize about the Facebook, guys. I don't know what I've been actually commenting with, or talking with a bunch of guys that do live streaming as well, and I've been getting the same thing. That Facebook has been giving everybody issues, so don't really know what's going on Facebook. But anybody that's out there on the Facebook channel, make sure if you ever in the Facebook stream ever goes down, check out the YouTube stream. We should have it going on there. As it looks like Nate Maurer going to get out pit lane first. Logan Joyner going to get around that 11. You're going to see the 8 of Brett Nilsson going to pull around there. He might have to let these guys by. Yeah, you see that 34 Logan Joyner. So we'll go ahead and pull that 971 in for a stage interview.
Nate Maurer, Chris, and Josh up in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you guys. How you doing?
Man, doing good. We know you were up in the booth for that 77 machine last night up there in the spotter stand. And now you're out here picking up the stage win yourself, looking dominant. A little bit of contact with Ronnie Shirk right there. Heard the apology, knew it was just probably the fresh tire to old tire ratio. But take us through it, man. You're looking good here. You picked up the Twisted Tea Design stage win. How you feeling going through the rest of this race here?
I feel pretty shitty right now since I did hit Ronnie. I don't like to race like that. So I was just kind of frustrated with the other guy that he was just running low, staying even with Ronnie. I was trying to be aggressive there, and I got into Ronnie going in turn 3. So I apologize for that. Watch out for this 11, my teammate. 2 cars behind me. He's quick. We're kind of matching lap times after a while. I know we got good long run speed, not the best short run speed. 34 made me push there kind of hard because he kind of caught up to me, so I was really burning up the tires. So hopefully here we can save a little bit more tire here, but watch out 11. That's 2 cars behind me. He's probably going to be the winner of this race.
Well, Nate, we're not going to count you out before it's over, man. We know how you're capable of getting out there wheeling that race car, so we're going to let you get back to it, buddy. But, hey, get out there, wheel that thing, and we're excited to see what that 971's got left for us in the remaining stages of this race.
Just going to pick me to win because you guys are a curse up there in the booth.
All right, we'll pick Darling to win here, all right?
You pick Darling for me, yep.
All right, Nate.
See you guys.
Have a good race, man.
Yeah, you too, bub.
All right, and that was Nate Maurer. So you heard it. We got to pick Darling, man. Darling's going to win this race, Chris. And now if the 11 machine wins, Nate's going to kick our butt, so.
Well, I also misspelled designs in that when I said Twisted T Design, so I failed on that. Nobody make fun of me, I swear.
All happens, man, but we're going to get ready. These boys lined back up 2 wide here. Waved her around. Car's going to go to the back of the line here. Jason Collins, one of those cars, man, a pit road speeding penalty in that first green flag pit stop area around lap 25 is what put Jason towards the back of the pack. But it looks like, Chris, he actually is back on the lead lap, actually. I just noticed that. He did take the wave around to get himself back on the lead lap. Jason's going to need a quick caution here to try to get themselves even back up with these boys, but looks like right now it's going to be that 971, that 34 of Logan Joyner, bringing us back to this ButtKicker restart zone here in just a moment. They're going to hit it now, and green flag is out, and we are going here. As I was a little bit short on my restart zone, to apologize about that, but that 971, good restart on that inside lane. Logan going to get a good restart on that outside. He's going to clear Darling into turn 1, as that rear damage not going to slow him down at the moment. As you see the field shuffling back through there, a big old gaggle of race cars. As you see that 34 of Logan Joyner shooting it in. You got that 11 Christopher Darling. John Pill now driving it in. We saw his early speed in the early run. We'll see if he's able to learn something from that first stage, maybe save a little bit more tire here. Jeremiah Hobbs doing a good job finding his way back into the top 5 at the moment. You see the 6, that is Brandon Zimmerman. We pointed him out at the start of the race with that slick paint scheme. It looks like he's got some slick driving skills as well. Moved himself up 8 spots currently. The 3rd highest gainer in the field in that 6th position. Bryce Hunter going to be the 2nd highest with 10 spots. He's in 7th. You see him right behind that 6th machine, is that 34 of Logan Joyner. Going to pull up to Nate Maurer.
Yeah, just go ahead and give everybody an update. The Facebook stream did crash, so if you did have an issue with the Facebook, do apologize about that. We, like I said, everything's still up over on the YouTube stream. So if the Facebook does go out again, make sure to hit up the YouTube because that's where it's working at. Right now, you see that 971 and Nate Maurer looking like he's starting to get a little bit of a lead on that 34 machine. So the 34 machine's starting to fall off just a little bit in these first couple of laps. But whoa, you see a little bit of looseness there from that 11 of Christopher Darling. Got a little shaky.
He is well on the back of the pack. Yeah, Gary as well got really loose. So it looks like drivers already starting to find that that knife's edge on corner exit. As you see this Toyota teammate out there, that 44 of Brad Gebhardt, going to roll it to his outside lane. That 71 of Michael Brizin hanging on back there. He has currently scored a lap down.
Like you said, you see Jason Collins back on the lead lap. He's got that 8 of Brett Nilsson that he's trying to catch up to. But hey, right now Jason Collins just glad to be back on that lead lap. That way he can battle it out here later whenever maybe hopefully have a caution come out and get back up there in the front. But whoa, as we go back up front, you see the 11 still getting really loose coming out of the turn. So Christopher Darling, he is trying his best to fight up here to get up to the front. But looks like he's eating those tires up just a little bit.
Racing Customs number 11 trying to find his way around this 34 of Logan Joyner. You even heard it from his 971 teammate of Nate Maurer say that Darling is the car out there to beat tonight. And I was pointing it out early race when he was chopping the cars up left and right that 11 machine was wicked fast. He's showing it now here in this second stage of the race. He is just all over the back bumper, giving Detail Carolina a little bit of a shot out of the back bumper of that 34 as he rolls it into the corner. clear of that 34 of Logan Joyner. You got a new second place hitter. It's that Taz Racing Custom number 11 of Christopher Darling, and he's on the hunt for that 971 of Nate Maurer, his teammate.
Yeah, that 11 machine doing a good job moving his way around that 34 machine. You got John Pill still kind of sitting back there. Jeremiah Hobbs all over the back bumper of him. So these guys still hanging on to this lead pack. You know, these new tires, they you kind of get to go through a cycle of tires, fill out how the track's going to drive, and then you go out there on your second set and you kind of drive a little harder so that, you know, okay, I held back a little bit. Maybe I went a little too harder. You know, you get to kind of judge how you get to drive. So maybe these drivers just trying to find something out right now. As it looks like the gap between Nate Maurer and Christopher Darling starting to get a little closer together.
Yeah, you eat that right front up here a lot early run, and then the right rear late run when you got to get the car turned a lot. You got to use that acceleration just a little bit more to get that thing arced out a little bit. So we'll see that 11 of Christopher Darling try to close that gap. He's about 5/10 back from Maurer, as that Logan Joyner machine now starting to get a little bit of a gap between him and that 11 of Darling, as you see that 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs trying to work on John Pill there for that 5th place position, or 4th place position, excuse me, as Jeremiah going to drive it big into the corner. That 7 of John Pill going to have the drive to the mid corner, but it looks like the 10 on exit just going to have the ultimate drive, as he is going to be clear in the quarter entry, but that 7 big drive, and he's going to fight back here, but that 6 now Brandon Zimmerman going to come to the inside lane, but it looks like the 7 not going to have the time, not going to have the space. It's going to be too wide for a second down the back straightaway, but the 6 now of Brandon Zimmerman going to get a big drive in. So John Pill, he is on the hot seat. He's got Bryce Hunter lined up as well behind this 6, so if he loses this position to the 6 or makes any little mistake, he could be losing 2-3 positions here just off that one pass from Jeremiah Hobbs.
Yeah, you see John Pill and that 7 machine starting to fall off on that outside lane. You got the 9 of Bryce Hunter on the inside of him as well. Looks like we're about to be 3 wide. Yeah, it looks like they were starting to go 3 wide there, but then they decided against it.
The 6 is going to clear himself. Brandon Zimmerman now clear of the 7. The 9 going to clear himself of the 7. And the 7 has just got the big old kick me sign on the back. Here comes the 5 of Tyler Johnson and that 44 Brad Gebhardt. They're next in line. Get a shot at that 7 machine. The 971 back up here on board with your leader. That Simbox 971 still leading at lap number 82, but 3/10 back now is that 11 machine of Christopher Darling. And Chris, it seems like so far the theme of this week has been starting from the back, in the front. So I don't know, man. These guys here in the Bluegrass League, they got a weird, suspicious way of setting up the weekend's flow early. And it might be 2 races in a row where we've got drivers coming from nearly dead last up to the front of the pack and winning this race.
Yeah, we're seeing the drivers do a really good job. Christopher Darling is one of those drivers. Bryce Hunter also up 12 positions. So, you know, seeing a couple of these drivers move their way up through the field, it's really good to see. You know, a lot of these drivers from last season in the Truck Series, we didn't get to really talk about them. A lot of the drivers coming down from the Cup Series to the Xfinity Series. A lot of drivers that we get to talk about, you know, a little bit more. So, you know, it's really interesting how these drivers are starting to work their way up in these Xfinity cars. It looks like Brad Gebhardt's making a move on the inside there of that 7 to John Pill.
Yeah, the 5 of Tyler Johnson was able to get his way around him. It's the 5 now trying to work on Brandon Zimmerman, as the 44 going to now try to go to the inside lane, but the 7 just clear on that outside lane. Is that Natalie's Orange Juice? Number 7 going to just clear himself of that 44. So Brad Gebhardt going to have to regain his marbles and try to, you know, just reassess the situation, see where that 7 is weak at. It seems like he's now finding a little bit of drive to that mid corner, but you see on corner exit the 6 of Brandon Zimmerman, the 5 of Tyler Johnson, just able to extend that gap. So the 7 right now seems like he's either eating up that right front. That car seems like it's starting to push to the top of the track, and when you get that, you start to get a very poor drive out, and you'll see that the cars behind you start to maybe open that gap up slower and slower on that inside lane, and eventually you're going to get caught lacking going into a corner because that right front's going to be super overheated, and it's going to sip you up the track. You're going to lose that position. As you see the 11 now starting to really apply the pressure to this 971 to Nate Maurer. Will this 971 fight back? We know that's his teammate. Is he going to just lay back and maybe, you know, give him a little bit more room than he would somebody else, or is he just going to give the aggression to that 11? It's unknown. We'll have to see, as you see Logan Joyner sitting in 3rd. But it looks like Maurer got a decent little run on a quarter exit on, I say that, too wide. it looked like for a second my timing was showing that they were split, but when they hit the line, it changed. So I do apologize about that. Battle for the lead, and the 971 just going to give it to the 11.
Yeah, one of those situations where it's like, hey man, I've led all the laps. I'll go ahead and let you lead one, let you get them points. Is right now Bryce Hunter moving his way up through the field, up 13 spots. He's got that 34 Logan Joyner in his sight, so you can probably see a pass for that third position here before too long. It looks like Jason Collins down pit lane early.
Lap difference almost than the guys out there on pit road or on the track right now. So he was going to have to come down pit road a lot earlier than them. He's going to do it at lap 89, coming to lap 90 when he comes out. So you see that 971 though, still driving it in big time. You see the fire shooting out of the side of the exhaust. That's where the race car is lifted. You can tell when they're in and out of the throttle just by that. So when you see that pop, that usually means they're on deacceleration, letting out of the gas. And you'll see it all through these corners at Richmond. That 971 just had a horrible drive out of turn number 4. We might start seeing some drivers down pit road eventually, Chris.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I was actually sitting there thinking. Right now, it looks like Bryce Hunter is about to be making a move on that 34 machine.
Jason Collins on those fresh tires trying to get that lap back and say, let me get up here and try to race for this win again. I am struggling, boys. And Jason Collins is doing a good job, man. He's just got to hope that he can get something rolling here his way soon. Needs a caution, needs something in that 3 machine. As here coming to lap number 94, before these drivers get ready to do their pit cycles and green flag pit stops, we're going to take a moment to step away up here in the broadcast booth and let you turn the volumes up and enjoy these beautiful sights and sounds here at the Let's Go Racing 150 at Richmond Raceway, brought to you by L&S Customs on the Bluegrass Racing platform. We're going to take you to an L&S Customs loud pedal, so turn those volumes up and enjoy these beautiful sights and sounds of the Xfinity race cars here at Richmond. holy mess. If you were paying attention during those final moments right there down the back straightaway, that 9 of Bryce Hunter just had a moment, and what a save from that machine. We were really focused on that 5 and the 9. They were battling really, really hard. That was excellent racing, especially from that 5 of Tyler Johnson, man. Good job. We know how well he can execute on these short tracks. He executed that outside lane perfectly. Good job from him. The 19 of Blanchard now looks like he might be holding up this 11. The 19 now going to go to the outside lane and let the 11 by, it looks like.
Yeah, we see the 971 and Nate Maurer on that top lane, letting that 6 machine go by. It looks like the 6 machine on a lot better tires. See Tyler Johnson coming down pit lane right now. Brett Nielsen also down pit lane. So pit cycles have started. Wanted to try to get that crank it up, the loud pedal in before the pit cycles happen. And good thing we did, because looks like all the pit cycles are going to be starting to happen here before too long. With that 971 and Nate Maurer trying to hang on to his teammate of that 11 of Christopher Darling, but it looks like there's a little bit of separation. See a little bit of wiggle going on in that 971, so those tires might be starting to catch up to him.
Brad Gebhardt, 44, in pit road this time, surrendering 3rd position. We've had some drivers that single filed come down pit road. We were expecting to see a swarm of them all at once, but it seems like a lot of varying strategies here. Still have some drivers who haven't came down pit road. That's Darling, Maurer, and Pendle, who have not come down. Blanchard as well in that 54 machine. But it seems like the rest of our field has just creeped their way into pit road nonchalantly, got their 4 tires, got their fuel. We could be seeing about, we're not, no way we see 2 more pit stops, so I would assume 1 more pit stop here before the end of this race.
Yeah, but Josh, look at that timing right now. There's only 3 cars on the lead lap. So if there was a caution right now, it would wreak havoc on the whole field. So you're hoping,
take the waiver around.
Yeah, if you're one of those drivers, you want to let the you want that caution to not come out. And 971 and Nate Maurer still hanging on. Still hanging on to that 2nd position. Yeah, Christopher Pendle in that 94 machine. He is currently sitting in 3rd. So right now he's got about a 15-second gap between him and that 2nd place position. So he's going to have to make up a lot of track time if he wants to get up here and start messing with these 1st and 2nd positions.
Maurer pit road, Darling as well.
To the 24, Matthew Moniak also pulling down pit lane.
Just battle down pit road. See the 11 get into his pit stall first, but obviously the 971 your pole sitter, he is going to get that first pit stall, so that's going to give him an advantage on pit exit. We'll see how well he executes right in on his stop, but it looks like his pit crew had to execute to the side a little bit. The 11's going to be coming out now. It looks like Darling should have him. You never know. 971, but he's going to make up some good time there. 971 going to gain a little bit of time on that pit stop. 94 of Christopher Pendle down pit road this time, as that should promote Joyner back into the lead, Chris, with Tyler Johnson behind him on 10 lap fresher tires. So Tyler Johnson doing something right. He has set himself up in a good position here. 2 seconds back from that 34 of Joyner on 10 lap fresher tires.
Yeah, you see that 10 machine of Jeremiah Hobbs, our booth buddy, currently sitting in that 3rd position, like Josh said, on 10 lap older tires than
the track.
Than that 5 machine. Yeah, you see that 51 of Ronnie Shirk. Looks like he started going up towards the top of the track, but it looks like he's got it under control. Logan Joyner out to a 2.5-second gap between him and that 5 of Tyler Johnson, but you expect Tyler Johnson to start making a massive run up here and get up into that 1st position. But don't look too... Whoa, is the 24 Matthew Moniak around?
Track, bring out the caution. Caution, Jason Collins needed. That is the caution. Hey, Jason even saying thank you. I was saying that is the caution Jason needed. And man, right back in it, Jason Collins. This is a race now, boys. Man, don't park it, Moniak. It's all right, man. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, it just looks like that 24 machine got off of the corner just a little too hot. He's going to send the back end around, see him coming out of the corner. It always gets out right there, and there's really not much you can do. He tried to save it there the best he could, but, yeah, you just get into the wall a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't park it. I mean, that car looks fine.
Man, just seems like he might be a little bit upset that he calls one of the first cautions man of the week. That's it happens, man. 24 just gonna have to learn from that. Hopefully it doesn't weigh on him too much, man. We know those wrecks can get to some drivers, but you know, you live, you learn, man. Matthew Pontiac, fast driver, he'll live to see another day.
Well, 34 Logan Joyner going to get out of pit lane first with Tyler Johnson right behind him. Christopher Pendell, he's actually missing a hood now. He was currently
missing a hood.
Oh yeah, he hit the yellow cones. I do remember that now. As Brett Nilsson going to go ahead in that 8 machine, pull it down pit lane. You see the 24 also pulling it down pit lane. So Logan Joyner going to win that race off of pit road. Tyler Johnson going to be in that second spot with Brad Gebhardt in third. Nate Maurer moves his way up into that fourth spot. Christopher Darling in fifth. Bryce Hunter in sixth. John Pill in seventh. Jason Collins going to be in that 8th spot. Jeremiah Hobbs in 9th. Brandon Zimmerman's going to be in that 10th spot. Gary Jazorski, once he gets around the guys in the pit lane, will be in that 11th spot. Christopher Blanchard in 12th. Michael Brisson in 13th. And that should round out Christopher Pendell in 13th and Christopher Blanchard in 14th. Actually, the 71 coming down pit lane now, so he's going to end up giving up a couple of those track positions that I actually said. So 71 coming down pit lane now.
Man, that is the caution that ButtKicker 3 machine of Jason Collins needed. He is currently going to be sitting in that 8th place position after going as far back as dead last, a lap down, speeding penalty. He has fought his way back, gotten himself back on the lead lap, back here in contention when it matters. We'll be at about 30 to go when we get back to green flag racing, close to that. And I'm expecting to see that ButtKicker 3 machine with the Bluegrass on the hood get up there and try to rep the name and rep for that sponsor. I think we might see Jason Collins on a very spirited charge right here, Chris.
Yeah, he's one of those drivers that we always keep our eye out. You know, like we said, even though he is the league admin, the league owner, you know, he's one of those people that when he gets out here and he gets behind the wheel, he can show you that he's serious. So he's one of those drivers that we look for every week when we get out here and start watching these things.
Well, it's going to be pace car off here in just a moment. We're going to be coming back to green at lap 120. 31 to go when we hit the stripe. And we'll see that 34 of Logan Joyner will be Tyler Johnson, who's cut his way through the field. As we're going to be going to the green here as we hit the ButtKicker restart zone. The green flag is out.
Yeah, 34 Logan Joyner getting off to a good jump. Look at that big drive in from Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson around. Everybody get slowed up here. We got a couple of drivers going around. Bryce Hunter.
Caution number 2. Looks like Jason should be able to get away with that, Chris.
Damage doesn't really matter at a short track like this, but we're going to have to go back and see what happened there.
It looked like the 5 just got big loose on his own with that drive-in. And then let's see what happened to Bryce Hunter here. He looks like he's going to dodge. That might have just got him loose. Maybe the car came up the track and decided. Let's see. Nope. Oh, he did get turned. He got turned. I think he got turned by Christopher Darling. Did.
Yeah, as you see that 11 machine going to go up there, try to get around that 5 machine as he was spinning. He's going to send Bryce Hunter around. Jason Collins is just nowhere to go. Actually, rewind it here, watch it from Jason's point of view. See him diving it down into the corner, a little bit of wiggle there. Then you see the 5 machine getting loose. He's getting around him, but then that 11 machine gets into the 9. Jason have nowhere to go. Gets into the quarter panel of the 9, and that's what it wrote.
That's all she wrote. But I mean, he still should be in it. Jason Collins is going to come down. Looks like he is going to take some damage repair. Maybe missing some RPMs that we don't know on that engine. Looks like Ron Morris Jr. got a wave around, maybe? He is not still back on the lead lap. Here before we get back to green flag racing, about 3 to go, 2 to go before the green. We are going to throw it to a side-to-side commercial break right here. We'll get you right back to the action when these drivers go green. Welcome back, just in time for this ButtKicker restart as the 34 hits the restart zone. He is going to get rolling here. Green flag is back out. Good restart from that outside lane. That 971 off to a great restart. It looks like that 11, though. Oh, in contact! The 34 just cleared himself across the 971. Big trouble into turn 1.
Well, that is the wrong replay.
And this is the last caution. Let's see what happened here.
It looks like the 34 came down into the 971. The 971 just nowhere to go. See him get turned up into the 11. Christopher Darling.
I don't know, man. Go to the onboard. Go to cockpit here. Oh, yeah. I think Maurer might have just gotten in a little too hot, man. It's hard to tell. We'll watch it from here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. At first, it looked like the 34 did drive across his nose, and that was from a live reaction. But as you go back, you watch the footage, you can definitely tell the 971 for sure, I think, just got in way too hard, man.
That's going to definitely shake everything up here. With 22 laps to go, we've got the 11 the 94 Christopher Pandell, you saw him get pretty much taken out. He is currently off of the track.
Obviously, somebody went flying out into the infield grandstands. So, I'm trying to figure out who that was. Jason Collins said that they saw, and somebody else even said it in driver chat, that one of the drivers went flying out into the stands. So if we can figure out who that was, that would be awesome.
It looks like somebody disappeared.
That was Christopher Darling that disappeared. I think he instantly all that forward in that spin. Maybe, I don't know. I heard them say that they saw somebody. Maybe it was lag as that cone just got absolutely mutilated on the front stretch. Man, that's going to promote Brandon Zimmerman to the lead, Chris. Here at lap 130, we're going to get 20 to go, about 19 to go when we get back to racing. And that is going to promote Zimmerman to the lead. Gary Jaworski, second place. This could be a finish, Chris.
Yeah, as you see, the 19 of Christopher Blanchard also sitting in that third spot. Jeremiah Hobbs sitting in fourth. So we've got a
John Pill
in fifth. Yeah, we've got a pretty stacked top five here right now.
Look at that, Tyler Johnson in that bob. He's there as well. Bryce Hunter still in the mix of things. He was involved in that last accident a little bit. That 44 Brad Yevart, you see Jordan now pulling back up. Very damaged on that 34 machine. 3 of Jason Collins. He's rolling up with a little bit more front nose damage, it seems. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing. So all that mayhem, all that damage that just went on a second ago, you got to throw it out the window. You got to forget about it. We've got to get back to racing. You've got to get that race car. No matter it's just a rolling piece of sheet metal with an engine strapped to it getting up there victory lane. You got to get that car up there. This is where crunch time begins. 20 laps to go. 19 at the stripe. It'll be the 6 of Michael Brizin, the 54. Or Brandon Zimmerman, excuse me. I don't know why I said Michael Brizin. Gary Jaworski bringing us back to the green as Zimmerman off to a great restart. 10 going to the outside lane. Here comes the 5 of Tyler Johnson. To the outside is that. Look at that. Gary Jaworski big up the track. Here comes Jeremiah Hobbs. He's loose under 19 loose. Here comes the 5. The 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs to the inside lane. 54 of Jaworski fighting for his life on that outside lane.
Whoa,
he's going to get into the wall.
wall.
And here comes Jeremiah Hobbs to the inside lane. He's going to back it off. 5 to the inside. He's going to make the pass for third. He's going to go up there and try to race for a race win.
Yeah.
Almost a little bit of contact.
Yeah, you see a little bit of wiggle.
Look at Jaworski. He got defense mode. He went to that low lane very far down the back straightaway. Gary putting it into defense mode. Fly job out of 4 from the 5. Man, they're heating things up.
Yeah, you see that 5 machine of Tyler Johnson doing a slide job on that 10 machine. Right now, if you're Brandon Zimmerman, this is what you want to see behind you. You want to see these guys battling out.
And look at Tyler Johnson reeling him in. He's coming too wide to that 54 machine now. The Chevy Camaro, the Toyota Camry, they're battling wheel to wheel, door to door down the front straightaway. Lap 135, 15 to go this time, driver. Big drive in from the 10. Here he comes now for third place. The 5 going to clear the 54 by a couple car lengths. And it looks like Gary Jaworski now starting to lose that grasp on that race car. The 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs to the inside. He's looking to pick up a podium position here with 14 to go at the line.
Yeah, you see Brandon Zimmerman, he's doing a really good job holding on to that first position, but Tyler Johnson on those fresher tires, he's starting to reel him in just a little bit. So if you're Brandon Zimmerman, you're wanting this right. Whoa, as we see John Pill getting literally loose back there, getting into the wall. See John Pill able to save it. Whoa, it was almost, that almost spelled terror right there. And I see Chris LeBourgeois in the YouTube chat saying, cautions bring caution. Yes, sir, they do.
Caution last time has bred some good racing. Seems like we got a little bit of splitness in the field. Look at Gary, man, applying the pressure. He is like a Band-Aid. He is sticking all over that 10 machine as he is rolling to that back bumper. Gary has found some momentum. He might be sitting in that 4th spot currently, but Gary Jaworski is still looking for a strong finish tonight.
Whoa,
big drive in from the 54.
He's going to go back up on board with that 6-seater Brandon Zimmerman, you look at that. Tyler Johnson in that 5 machine. He's only 0.3 of a second out from that 6. So we're looking for a lead change here before too long.
Striking distance about a lap, 2 laps for that 5 machine with the momentum. He is making 10. Going to work that outside lane as he is starting to pull up to that Zimmerman machine. There he is. I said a lap and a half. Whoa, wiggle from the 6. And there he is to the inside lane, Tyler Johnson. As you will see him roll it slowly on the bottom lane. He's going to get back on the gas.
6 into the wall.
Big slide job from the 6 into the wall. And that is going to be easy peasy Sunday drive from Tyler Johnson. He is going to be your leader here at lap 140.
Yeah, it looks
and
like.
Look at Gary Jazorski, man. He wants this podium, Chris.
Yeah, you see Gary Jazorski in that 54 Toyota doing a really good job trying to get around that 10 machine. It looks like he's got him clear.
Giving him 10 to go. Showing him the 10 to go sign this time by. Jeremiah Hobbs, a little bit of a kiss on the wall. He's got Brad Gebhardt now under attack to that 10 machine. Will the Napa Auto Parts number 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs find the remedy, get the podium that he has sought after so far this season? As big loose from Jeremiah, he's going to gather it back up. He's got to reassess the situation outside lane. He's going to clear the 44. The 54 going to wash up here. Big drive out of the corner from the 10. 2 wide down the front straightaway. Jeremiah Hobbs now going back for that 3rd place position.
Yeah, you see that 10 machine trying to work that inside, trying to push that 54 up to the top of the track. But it doesn't look like he's going to get it. It's a drag race down the backstretch. It looks like the 54 is going to win it. That 10 machine looks like he might be running those tires in the ground. Brad Gebhardt's loving what he's seeing in front of him.
Who's creeping in the back, Chris? That 971 Nate Maurer. He is trying to work his way back up. 8 laps to go. He has got 5 cars in front of him, about a 3-second gap to the leader, as he is not on fresh tires. Put it on lap 115, so I don't think he's going to be able to get up there, race for this race win again. But man, that 971, a bittersweet podium it would be here tonight.
As we see, Tyler Johnson got about a 1.5-second gap between him and that 2nd place position of Brandon Zimmerman. So Brandon Zimmerman's got a little bit of work cut out for him, but I don't know if, whoa, you see Gary Jazorski into the wall back there. 10's got a good run. 971 going to dive down to the inside lane.
Comes the 10, 3rd place. Man, this podium position has swapped hands about 6 times in the last 10 laps. As you see Gary peeking, but Jeremiah looks like he might have finally found that rhythm into 1 and 2 now. Out in that clean air, Gary's going to have to fight back, but big drive out of the corner by the 10. 54 loose, 5 to go this time.
That's going to open up the door for Brad Gebhardt. See the 54 pull up. Brett Nielsen crashed. Yellow flag's out.
Caution. Rack him back up. You come down for 4 tires, Chris? What are we doing here?
You know, if you've got 4 tires, you come down and get them.
It looks like Brett Nielsen going to be pretty much done for the night. We'll see what happened to that 8 machine here. Unfortunate for what was that Chevy Camaro. Oh, Ron Morris Jr. into the wall. And man, that is unfortunate for the 8.
Yeah, that's one of those wrong place, wrong time moments. That 8 machine just happened to be there when that 76 climbed the wall, and he just happened to be the buffer.
You saw his RPM gauge.
You see that 76 ride up the wall there, get over into the 8. He had nothing to do. Brett Nielsen just along for the ride at that point.
Logan Joyner, Jason Collins, both down on RPM, Chris. So don't think we're going to be seeing much of a charge. And look at that. Tyler Johnson stuck out, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. All that hard work might be going down the drain. Jeremiah Hobbs, Nate Maurer, John Pill, Jason Collins, all back in the mix of it. Even though that 3 machine down on power, we could see some magic happen here tonight at Richmond, Chris.
Hey, it's one of those things where we say don't count
He's
your
going to
chickens.
get off pit road. 2 tires from Jason Collins. I think he might have learned from Taylor Peacock.
Yeah, don't count your chickens before they hatch. You know, that's the old saying. So that 3 machine still might be in the hunt for this.
Yes, sir, Chris. This race just spiced up, man. It's like when you're eating that taco and it ain't hot yet, you get a little bit of that hot sauce, you put it on there, and it just gets perfect. That's how this race just got, man. I know I'm using food there. Horrible analogy, but man, you understand that this just got really good.
Well, this is it. This is where it's all going to come down to the line. It's going to be a green-white checker. Tyler Johnson not coming down pit lane. I want to say that Bryce Hunter also didn't come down pit lane. So we're going to have two cars up here on the lead pack with about 25 lap difference tires. Actually, 25 lap different tires. So you're going to see a really
Do we only have one attempt at this?
I think we have 3.
It's not showing 3, it's only showing 1. Yeah, you are correct. We're not in the actual overtime yet.
Yeah, sorry, I was accidentally muted. I was saying.
No, you're good. You're good. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
you're good. I appreciate it. All right, coming back to the restart, Chris. Green flag is going to be in the air for Tyler Johnson on those old tires. Does Collins have anything for him? Look at the restart from the 10. He's going to take it 3 wide. That's going to be a caution, right? No caution. No caution. We're going to stay green.
Whoa,
No. No.
Yeah, you see, saw that 10 machine of Jeremiah Hobbs just start getting loose coming out of turn 2. That's going to set up a whole gaggle of problems there as we're going to go back on board here, see if we can find what happened. It looks like it all started off with that 3 machine getting into the back quarter panel there of that 9 machine of Bryce Hunter. You see him get around, but that 9 machine did save it. That was a good save from that 9 machine, though. We're going to go up here with Jason Collins.
So timeout. So Jason was just given an EOL. Out. Okay, so he had his black flags cleared. Okay. I was just making sure.
See the 54. See the 54. Gary Jaworski getting into it. The 7 of Bradley Pill.
Joyner might have got through.
Looks like Logan Joyner got through
Get the 76 and the 71. Holy mac and cheese balls. That was insane. I mean, the 71 gave him, just the exact amount of space. got to roll it back farther than that. Wait, are we not on the same time? I think our timings are messed up. Where are you at on the track right now?
Well, as I was stating there, it looks like maybe the 10 machine got into, or the 76 got into the back of the 10 machine. It looks like maybe a little bit of contact there, but a lot of your front runners just got involved in that wreck. That is unfortunate for a lot of them, but hey, we see a lot of bumpers missing. Now we're entering the overtime breaks here. Now, did I hear you correctly say, Josh, that Jason Collins got a black flag?
They got cleared.
Oh, okay. His pace lights are out. That 5 of Tyler Johnson going to have that 44 of Brad Gebhardt on that outside lane. That 9 of Bryce Hunter, as you saw Jason Collins give that bump to him going into turns 1. Maybe that 9 machine's going to have something to battle back. He's got that 34 Logan Joyner also on that outside lane. So got a lot of drivers up here in that front. You got Gary Jaworski also behind them with that 3 of Jason Collins behind him. So we've got a lot of drivers that can still get up here and battle it out. Whoa, it looks like a bump there. Inside lane getting checked up. 5 going to bump to the 9 down into the grass. Oh, that's unfortunate. Bryce Hunter just got sent down into the grass there.
Oh, no. We're back rolling. Still racing up here, Chris.
Whoa, Jason Collins, the 54, getting into the wall. Another wreck around. Oh, my goodness. Jason Collins getting into the wall there, sending everybody around. Oh, you see the 7 of John Bradley Hill sitting down there. The 6, oh, he had probably the best car out on the track now. The 6 machine got a lot of damage. We're going to go back and see what actually happened there. So it looks like Jason's all the way up into the wall. You see Jason Collins getting into the wall there. Also see the 76 Ron Morris Jr. climbing it as well. The 54 looks like he might have got into that quarter panel of the 3 of Jason Collins. That's going to get him loose, send him around. 34 Logan Joyner had nowhere to go. The 54 going to drive down into him. That's going to cause that. And then you're going to see everybody, the 6, getting up into Ron Morris Jr., sending him around. And then John Bradley Pill going to try to check it up, get it slowed up, but it doesn't look like he gets it slowed up. Gets into the 6 there of Brandon Zimmerman, going to send him around, and that's what just happened. It looks like maybe the 76 and that 3 of Jason Collins just getting up into the wall and sending everybody around.
Be one of the most insane Bluegrass finishes I've seen. Ooh, Gary is hot.
As again, just want to give a shout out to everybody that's on the Facebook and YouTube. Even though the Facebook stream went down, I did put another one up. Hopefully it is still up. I haven't checked on it here recently, but if it is still up, we do appreciate you being out on that Facebook and that YouTube stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the action going on. We've got a lot of good races coming up here in the next couple of weeks. Next week at COTA is going to be a lot of fun.
Fans, I am currently listening to all the mayhem going on in driver chat right now. This is the most I've seen Race Control let him go. I mean, when you got Gary, the one that's mainly the guy, snapping down on people in the chat himself, getting, kerfuffled. This is good time. This is a good time for me. I'm getting to listen to a lot of hot mics right now. The Holler is going to be a hot place after this race, Chris. I think we're going to have to be there. Or do we have just unlimited green-white checkers, I'm assuming? Yeah, because it's not giving me any, 1 out of 3s. So, I'm assuming we have unlimited. Which is fine with me. Shoot, they could wreck these race cars and race to see who's going to be the only one out there with not a blown motor. That'd be pretty cool to me, too. The pace car is going to get off. We're going to try to get this green-white checkered attempt here again, as it's going to be that 5 of Tyler Johnson hitting the ButtKicker restart zone. He is gone. A green flag is out, and that 5 off to a big start. It's going to be that 44 Brad Gebhardt on the outside lane as he's going to wheel it into turn number 1. He's going to be clear of that 971, who has about no aerodynamics left on that race car, driving basically a drop ravioli can out there. As you see the 3 of Jason Collins not doing much better, as the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. just all out of sorts there into 3 and 4. White flag this time for that 5 of Tyler Johnson. So finally, this race is official. We'll see that 5 of Tyler Johnson wheel it off into turns 1 and 2 for the last time tonight. Brad Gebhardt on his last chance down the back straightaway. But it looks like coming through turns number 3 and turns number 4, it's going to be that 5 of Tyler Johnson picking up the win here at the Go Racing 150 at Richmond Raceway. He's going to pick his first win of the Xfinity Series this season. See a big old burnout from that 5 of Tyler Johnson as he is going to get that Polish victory lap going, made famous by the late, great Alan Kowicki. As he said, it got him closer to the fans. Well, he's going to make that virtual Polish victory lap around the track tonight, as it is going to be a Tyler Johnson victory. What the heck? Jason Collins just reversing through the camera. You got to just steal the spotlight, don't you, Jason? As you see that 5 of Tyler Johnson still on that victory lap. Did a little bit of a burnout. Maybe see a second burnout here as he gets back to the line. But no doubt that 5, 9 positions. He started in 10th, made his way through the field late, and he was the car to beat there in the late stage of the race after all the damage to the, the guys that we were looking for after they got caught up in all the weird situations they did. But it's going to be the 5 throwing her in there on the front straightaway as we're looking at a building. All right, and as we're going to go through your finishing order here, it is going to be that number 5 of Tyler Johnson picking up his first win of the Xfinity Series here tonight. He's going to pick up P1. Then it's going to be Brad Gebhardt in that P2 position, with Nate Maurer surprisingly still making his way back up to a very, very, very difficult P3 for him tonight. Christopher Blanchard, he's going to pick up P4 with Jason Collins P5. Brandon Zimmerman going to be P6 with Ron Morris Jr. in that 7th spot. Bryce Hunter going to be 8th with Logan Joyner in 9th. John Peel going to finish 10th with Michael Brinson in 11th. Gary Zorski going to finish 12th after a very good run early on and in that late section of the race. Ronnie Shirk going to finish P13 with Jeremiah Hobbs in that 14th spot. Brett Nilsson in 15th. Christopher Bindle in 16th with Christopher Darling in 17th. And then 18th is going to go to Matthew Moniak, who is going to round out your field here tonight. So we're waiting on Brad Gebhart, got Tyler Johnson, got Nathan Maurer in the staging area. So if you're listening, Brad, if you want an interview, hop up in the staging area, buddy. But I think, Chris, if you want to, we can go ahead and grab Tyler Johnson and have an interview with that P1 sitter. Tyler Johnson, Chris, and Josh up in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, man?
Oh, I got you guys loud and clear.
Oh, man, it has been a moment since we've had you up here in the Bluegrass booth, man. But heck yeah, we've seen that 5 machine, the Valvoline Chevy Camaro, go to victory lane tonight. Tyler, take us through all those late race restarts, man. It seemed like mayhem, and it almost got to feel like once you got left out there on those old tires, everybody else came down pit road, you were on an island. But Tyler, take us through the late race battles to get yourself to the field, get yourself set up for an excellent victory here tonight. And, man, awesome job here picking up your first victory of the Xfinity Series. And congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. But, yeah, I mean, I think it was lap 105. I came down pit road, and I took 2 tires. And, oh, boy, was my car loose. And then I think I was catching – I think it was Logan. He was in first. Catching him, and I felt really good. I was like, okay, top 2, feeling good. And then a caution came out, and I'm like, oh, that just screwed me. So come and get tires. I'm not sure. I think that was around lap 130-ish. And we come in and get tires, and then, I restart, I think third or second. And I go to the bottom, try to block the bottom, and then I just get into turn 1 and 2 and just spin myself out. And I'm like, there goes my any chance at getting on the podium. And, I come down pit road, and subsequent restart, there's a huge wreck, and I avoid it up to 8th. And, I mean, I just kept climbing spots. And then we finally got to this position where I think I passed Brandon after he hit the wall. And then I was like, okay, I think I got this. And a caution came out. I'm like, I don't know how many times I can be screwed now. And then, I mean, all of these restarts kept happening, these green, white checkers. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? And then, yeah, like you said, everyone came down pit road with the first green, white checkered, I think. And I'm like, yep, there goes my race. Great, whatever. And I don't even know what happened. I know there were so many wrecks, but I'm not complaining. I think I had the cleanest car, and I'm loving life right now.
Heck yeah, man. You do not want to be involved with what was just going on back there, man. If I got to say anything, the hauler is going to be a great place to be at tonight if you're one of those drama fiends, man. So it's gonna be crazy, dude. I mean, we saw some action. There was beating, banging, everything that you could think of existing at Richmond in a green white checker. It probably happened behind you tonight, Tyler. So, man, either way, you kept yourself, like you said, you kept yourself clean. We saw that late race spin there coming out of 2 on that one restart, and like even I said, that could have possibly been the race for you. I was thinking that too as well, but you fought back, you executed, you hit your marks, and man, you came away victorious. And I got to say, like you said, you might be the happiest man on the earth right now. Well, I got to agree, that was an excellent job from you, Tyler, and man, what a victory. It's always good to see someone pick up that first win of the season again. And Tyler, it's awesome to have you back up here in the booth again with us, buddy, and congratulations on that victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I know, yeah, when I spun out, I was really pissed off, and I was like, all right, time to race. It's like, it's go time now. It's either do or die pretty much. But, I did, and I didn't die, so I'll take it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, appreciate Jason, everyone putting this whole thing on. I mean, it's been fun. I finally got a win in my favorite number in the 5-car Valvoline. Kyle Larson all the way, baby. But yeah, it was just a crazy race. I don't even know.
Heck yeah, man. We're very excited to see this 5 machine in victory lane for the first time this season. And Tyler, if you've got any final thoughts, final words, or shout outs before we let you get going here tonight, let you get back to celebrating this victory, you're more than welcome to go and go ahead and throw them out there, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, thank you to you guys. Thank you to Jason for putting this all on. Shout out to my grandma and Dylan Clank and Kate Boyer and all my buddies watching. My grandma watches every week that I send her it. And my sponsors, I got Cold Toffee Electric. Obviously, it's not on the car. And then I got Grumbita Construction. So I want to say thank you to them and thank you to you guys.
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate the kind words, Tyler. And again, it's always a pleasure to have a word with you, man. Thank you for taking the time out of your night to have a word with us after a dominating win here at Richmond, man. We're excited to see what you got cooked up for us in the rest of the Xfinity Series this season. And, hey, good luck in the rest of your week, man. We're excited to see you back out on the track next week.
Absolutely. Hope to see you guys soon.
Thank you, man. You too. All right, and that was Tyler Johnson, your winner. Going to go ahead and bring in Brad Gebhardt, your second-place finisher. Have a word with him, and it looks like the session might have just killed us. Oh, that's because Tyler left. My bad. Brad Gebhardt, Chris, and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Brad. Well, man, gotta say, it's pretty much one of those situations right now that you're in is I survived a lot of mayhem around me. I'm sitting in P2. I don't care what happened. I'm sitting pretty. I got me a good podium finish, Brad. I gotta say, man, that was probably the most stressful green-white finishes I've had to witness. And, I was only up here in the booth. I can't even imagine what it was like to be behind that driver's seat there. And, let's take a step back, though, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, Brad. You drove a great race, man. Even early on, you were sitting comfortably up in the 6th, 7th area, and you were slowly making gains. We saw you get up there and work around John Pill earlier once he got trained earlier around that outside lane and all that. And, it seemed like that 44 machine was starting to pick up momentum towards the end of the race. And, you got up there when it mattered. You made your way through. You kept the nose clean as best as you could. We saw there was some damage on that 44 machine, but like Tyler Johnson said, it was almost kind of like, it mattered about keeping your car clean tonight. He had the best car on the track, cleanliness wise, but that 44 machine still looked pretty good. And, Brad, how do you feel like you managed to get through all that mayhem there? And how does it feel coming away P2 tonight at Richmond?
Yeah, I struggled a little bit in qualifying, so I had to start. I think I started back 8th or so. So really just trying to be patient, not get any damage early, not get myself out of the running before it started. I thought the end was going to look something similar to that, maybe not quite that stressful, but I thought that there could be some late cautions. So trying to be there late in the ball game, and we were fortunately picked up some damage, but it didn't seem to slow it down much. That last green-white checkered, I really just kind of went down there and threw it in, and I wasn't sure how it was going to feel. My wheel was a little bit crooked, but it stuck and it was manageable. And pulled out P2. I'm all right with it.
Heck yeah, man, I'd be all right with that too. After all the absolute carnage that went on around that Toyota tonight, I would be very, very happy with all the just the outcome in that 44 machine. But Brad, just gotta say, man, you did an excellent job here. And rolling into these Xfinity cars, we're getting later into the season now as we're picking up our steam. We got our feet wet week 1. Now we're getting into that portion of the season where you're going to see drivers start to execute. How are you feeling going into next week that these cars are going to maybe manage with you? And as we're picking up into the season, how are you starting to adapt to these Xfinity cars here?
Yeah, last season was kind of my first real A1 effort towards asphalt oval stuff. So getting my feet wet in the trucks came pretty quick, and it's starting to come around quickly with the Xfinity deal. Now it's starting to slow down outside of work and whatnot. So hopefully get a little bit more practice time, and we're consistently right up there in the top 5. Getting top 10 finishes. So we're gonna pluck a win out here pretty soon.
Heck yeah, Brad. We're enjoying seeing, all you guys that have came in from different series, different disciplines, whatever it may be. Get y'all's feet wet and get very in-depth and in tune with these race cars. You can have talent on really any form of motorsports and kind of adapt to other things very quickly. And so it's good to see that you're one of those drivers that's adapting very well in the Xfinity cars, man. You're picking up a lot of speed, and we're excited to see what that 44 team's got left for us for the rest of the season. Is we're still early on in the season, so you got a lot a lot of time to make up those games. But, Brad, before we let you get going here tonight, buddy, if you've got any final thoughts, words, shout-outs, or anything you want to say to the friends tonight before we let you go here, you're more than welcome to let them go, bud.
Just thanks to everybody that supports the league. All the sponsors. There's constantly people. Throwing a little money here and there, and paying entry fees for people. We really appreciate that stuff. Uh, Big thank you to Jason Collins for putting on this league and expanding it so quickly. I've been hearing some rumors of some dirt stuff. I'd like to see that. A short dirt series come true. I'm not trying to break any news there, but um, you know Jason's doing a really good job. He's got a lot of good people in place. So thank you to everybody that's involved.
Brad, I think I'd watch them race freaking buggies around a Walmart parking lot at this point. These Bluegrass boys got a lot of talent, man. So, we're looking forward to seeing you in your future endeavors here in the Xfinity series. Glad you're joining us for this series this season, and excited to see what that 44 has got for us. It's always a pleasure to have a word with you, man. And hey, hopefully we'll be having more here in the future. But good congratulations tonight, and good luck in the rest of your week, man. And we'll be seeing you hopefully soon.
Oh yeah, you'll see a lot of that 44 this year.
Heck yeah, buddy. Well, hey, good night,
Thanks,
man. And,
thanks, guys.
Heck yeah, man. We'll be talking to you later. All right, and that was Brad Gebhardt. Gonna go ahead and get to your third place finisher here, Nate Maurer. We know he's probably got a lot to say after this race right here. Nate Maurer, Chris and Josh Kiwi's up in the Bluegrass booth, and man, I think I'm very excited to hear from you right now.
I messed up tonight big time. First time was getting into the back of the 34. I messaged him. I did my part to apologize, and I don't know if he'll respond or not. I don't expect him to. Just that was the first time I restarted behind somebody tonight, and I don't know, he was kind of running in the middle. I mean, there's no doubt I ran him over. He was kind of running in the middle, and so I was like, well, I'm going to go underneath him, and I'm just going to wrap 1 and 2 like I always do, and I guess he just enters higher. I don't know. I straight up dumped him. Nothing he did wrong. It was all me. And then I ended up taking out my teammates with it. That was all my fault there. And then I guess that second to last restart, it's just short track racing. Everybody wants to go. I guess guys spun tires. It looks like the 9 didn't go. The 54 got into the back of him, and I just seen guys wrecking, and I seen a hole, so I just stayed in the gas, and I guess I ended up taking them guys 3 wide. I guess because them lines didn't go, and then I get hit under caution by the 54. He didn't like it, so I brake checked him back, and hey, it's just short track racing. You know how it goes, and guess I'm glad to recover back from P3, but feel bad for the 34, the guy that also dumped the 34 tonight, the 5, if I'm correct. I think the 5 dumped him too. 5 ended up winning. I finished 3rd, and Logan Joyner didn't finish in the top 5. So I kind of feel bad that way. Just I just don't race that way, but I just made a mistake tonight.
It does seem to happen. The tracks that you usually seem like you've got the most strength on usually seem to come out and grab that Achilles heel when you're least expecting it. Like you said, it seemed like the entry may have been a little bit too high for what you saw from the cockpit. We know you see so many different things when you're behind the steering wheel, man. It's not like what we see on the replay. We can analyze every little thing, every little detail, but behind the wheel it's a little bit different sometimes. And you've said it, Nathan. You didn't mean to make contact with that 34, so I'm sure it's not going to be any hard feelings. There might be a little bit of Jimmy Spencer in there. He ain't going to forget, but
Nah.
we'll have to see what happens in the future. But Nathan, before we let you go here and get you going, man, I just wanted to ask you to take us through those, like that last 2 green white checkers. We just saw so much action. You were saying the wheel spinning, all that. And everybody just kind of going for the same position there. It was just seemed like mayhem. And you took that one where it was 3 wide. Did you think it was ever going to end coming to that green white checker? Do you think we were just going to have to keep going, or did you see that light at the end of the tunnel? And right there at the end, was you thinking we were going to get another caution?
I was hoping it was going to be over. I mean, when I wrecked the 34, I almost just pulled over and just quit. I mean, then I can't do that though, but I don't know. I just get very disgusted with myself when I make a stupid mistake like that. I mean, that was just stupid. But no, I thought it was just going to keep going. I mean, there's guys in the back that wanted to get to the front, and then there were some guys up front that weren't up front all race, and then you got guys that stayed out I think the two front leaders. I don't know if the five ended up. I don't know if he was one of them that didn't pit or not. I don't really remember. But I just know there's two guys out front that didn't pit, and I was like, this is going to be epic. And well, all mayhem just broke. Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting a couple more green white checkers, but I'm glad there wasn't. I mean, my car was trashed. I'm just glad that the other guys' cars were trashed too behind me, I guess. So I finished third, but it is what it is. It's short track racing. We came out here the P3 going into a track next week that I honestly don't even know if I ever turned a lap at. And I probably won't even turn a lap at it until the night of, I probably won't turn a lap there until next Tuesday night. So, yeah, I see what happens.
Well, Nate, we know you got the driver's skill, man. We know you got the ability.
Not there. Nope, not there.
We'll see, man. We know you. You always got to be like, I hate this place, and then you're going to come out there and run good. But you know, Nate, it was a accident-filled night, and you know we say that word accident. You make mistakes, things happen. Hopefully, you'll gain off that, bud, and you know we'll go into next week stronger with that 971 machine, but still able to capitalize on P3 here tonight through all the trial and error. But hey, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout-outs, or anything to say to the fans before we let you go.
Yeah, first, shout out to Logan Joyner for. I just apologize again for wrecking all my teammates. I mean, that wreck took out both my teammates there, and there I came out on top of that, which should never happen. Shout out to Jason for running this league. I know we're lacking drivers for an Xfinity right now. I just hope that all these guys keep on coming out. I mean, I think tonight we only had 20, 22 cars, maybe 18. I don't know. I just hope some more guys. If anybody's watching this interested. I guess Jason's still letting guys in. I hope he does. Just want more guys in here. And shout out to you guys for broadcasting this. So that's pretty much it. Simbox, my sponsor. Shout out to Doug. Yeah, nothing else to really say.
All right, Nate. Well, we'll let you get going here tonight, bud. And again, we'll see you next week, man. And hopefully better fortune coming to you in the future.
Have a good night, guys.
You too, buddy. All right, well, last week's race winner turned into this week's punching bag. It seemed like he was just out there knocking people around. You heard he was just making a lot of mental errors behind the wheel. I mean, and that's just sometimes happen. Not very likely of the 971 to do that, man. You never see that from Nathan Maurer, but things happen, man, and it's just Richmond. And like they say, that's just short track racing. But Chris, if you've got any final words for these Bluegrass fans before we let them go tonight. Go ahead and throw them out there.
Yeah, just you know, a big shout out to LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Kinder Performance Group, and Rims One. You know, appreciate them coming out, being sponsors of the series. Really big shout out to Twisted Tea Designs, Brian Terry being the Xfinity stage winner sponsor. So good to have him doing that. And, you know, Jason Collins, the Bluegrass guys, everybody, you know, the family in the background, everybody that watches the streams, you know, everybody that's here that supports the league every week in and week out. We really appreciate you guys. You know, I'm sorry about my internet. We'll try to get it situated here in the next couple of days. The stream ended up working fine after Facebook died. I don't know what happened. Apologize about Facebook killing itself. Notice a lot of issues been going on with it, so I'm gonna start looking into if Facebook is causing the issue. But I do notice that it is having a lot of issues with it. But again, everybody that's out there on that Facebook, YouTube page, really appreciate you. Really appreciate Jason for letting us do this, and can't wait till Coda next week. But hey, we still got that Cup race tomorrow night.
Cup race tomorrow night, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Be sure to be here. But I'm going to be saying a big shout out to LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Kinder Performance Group, and Rims One, Twisted Tea Designs, as well as they were the stage break winner sponsor. Excuse me, I don't know why I said reward. Sponsor for tonight, as we're going to be getting ready to wrap this thing up here tonight at Richmond. We will see you tomorrow night for the Cup Series. And I just got to say, if you're on that YouTube page, make sure to hit the YouTube button, or hit the subscribe button, jeez, and hit that notification bell. If you're on Facebook, hit that like button and share us out. But this is going to be all from Chris and Josh Kiwis up at the Bluegrass booth, signing off and saying we will see you tomorrow night for the Cup Series here at Richmond.